Chairman of the St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party, Dr. Terence Drew, says he believes he would have won his seat in the June 5th general elections, but believes the playing field was not level. In other words, he believes the elections were not free and fair. Dr. Drew contested constituency number 8 against two-time incumbent Eugene Hamilton.
Some people were doubting that it could have been done, mainly because we lost by 236 in the previous elections, and Eugene Hamilton had, of course, is the incumbent. He's a government minister, which means he has access to tremendous amount of resources, which we would not have, of course, and people thought that that would give him a distinct advantage and that he would actually win the constituency and win it by a larger margin. But of course, that was proven to be totally wrong. And so one of the things that stopped our campaign or affected our campaign very negatively was the injustice when it came to the state of emergency. I mean, we saw pictures of government ministers out there campaigning and reaching people. And at the same time, our people were being threatened by the AG that we could not even deliver a care package for persons long before the elections were called. And that type of injustice, I think, is what really hurt my campaign. The other thing is, as we start to do activities such as, drive-throughs and different ways of reaching the people, we were being harassed constantly by the police. And of course, they are following their directives. And we saw that the government ministers had the opportunity to do those things.
Dr. Drew is seen by some pundits and political observers as the heir apparent to the leadership of the Labour Party. Some have suggested that he should have been placed to run in constituency number 6, a stronghold of the Labour Party held by party leader Dr. Denzil Douglas. While flattered by the commendations of leadership aspirations, Dr. Drew told SK Newsline he is more focused on the task at hand, challenging the results of the 2020 elections.
Well, I have heard a lot of discussion with respect to this. I am not going to speak or speculate on it thus far because we do have those cases in court. And I think in my own constituency, I want the court to really rule and to answer the question as to what really took place in the elections. And that is what I will say to that question.
While he is not in office, Dr. Drew is still busy in the constituency.
I would say that as most people would have sent me messages and would have spoken to me and said, Dr. Drew, just keep doing what you're doing. And that's exactly what I intend to do, to just keep doing what I'm doing. And that is to reach out to people, to represent people, even being in opposition with lack of resources, of course, as is natural when you're in opposition. But I think there are different ways in which you can serve people, and I will continue to do that. Because I have said to people that I have a strategy for constituency number 8, and irrespective of all the resources and the size of the constituency and so forth, that I know that the people can be reached. Because if you reach people being genuine, if you reach people really wanting to serve them, we are human beings. Human beings respond to those things. So to me, that I just have to keep on doing what I'm doing and to strengthen those things. And where there might have been some weaknesses, as in anything else, I would seek also to strengthen those things. But the number one answer is to keep doing what I'm doing, and that is to reach out and represent people with sincerity and be genuine about it.
Dr. Terence Drew lost to Mr. Eugene Hamilton of the People's Action Movement by 26 votes. Mr. Hamilton amassed 2,234 votes and Dr. Drew 2,208 votes. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.